Have you ever had a boyfriend?
I have.
Did you ever dump that fool?
All of them. I've dumped every one of them.
You dumped every one of your boyfriends?
Yeah.
Are you proud about that?
Yes.
That's
I've
my
never been
girl.
broken up with.
That's the
Never
girls
will
that I
be.
live for. So why'd you dump all of them?
They were all way more obsessed with me than I was with them.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't like it.
Yeah, classic giving you too much attention.
Yeah, it was gross for
They
me.
probably tried to like share their feelings with you too.
Yeah, it's like, stop. I don't want to hear that.
What are you guys thinking? What are your
thoughts?
Guys, it's 2018, come on.
I'm gonna feel bad for that girl because she's the one. See, the thing is, they get so like excited, they get a high out of rejecting and dumping, man. Like, it's kind of sick. Like, it's a weird power trip. It's so weird, man. And I'm just saying, when you're old and alone and no one likes to be with you, no one's gonna be dumping you then. Just trust me, no one's gonna dump you then because no one's gonna want to get with you. I guarantee it, man. You go out there, say these things, put it in a public sphere. Now you're out here looking like a terrible person. Good luck, man. God bless you, because you need therapy. You don't need a relationship.
Girls go together to Miami and come back and they're no longer friends.
There's a side to this that not many people are talking about, or maybe people are trying to avoid, and it's men. If you go to Miami and not all of you are bad, someone's going to get left out. Bouncers controlling the tables, men with yachts will say everyone can come except for your two friends. Either you're leaving behind or you resent that you didn't.
Well, the thing is, I think that reason is because they see them for their true colors. When a lot of people go out and they go to clubs and stuff, they really just let loose and they just go insane because there's really no shame, no bars hold. So they see the type of person they truly are. And as a result, some people aren't cool with that. Some people aren't cool with you doing insane, crazy things out in public and then being cool after. You know, some people see you for your true colors. So that because of that, they really don't want to be with you or want to be around you, which is totally fair. That's totally fine. I mean, if you see somebody who looks like a toxic, crazy person, you don't have to be with them.
It was crazy that this popped up on my For You page, because literally this morning on my IG story, I did a poll and I said, who's all cheated before? Be honest, right? Yes or no? Majority of them yeses were women. And I asked everybody to give a reasoning. Y'all don't want to know the reasoning. So I say all that to say, fellas, I know women are delicate and you know they always say, oh, men ain't shit, blah, blah, blah. They not shit neither. At all. So don't be all, yeah, you love them. Oh, that's my boo. Oh, she'll never do this to me. Yes, she will. Don't get too comfortable. Stay dangerous. And when she does cheat on you, if she does, don't do nothing stupid, man. Just go ahead, you know what I'm saying, charge to the game, get back in the gym, get back in school, chase your goals, get your money up. Because trust me, especially if you a good dude, they gonna come back around. They gonna see you still look at your social media and all that shit, you doing good, they gonna come back around.
Dating game is a battlefield, man. It's hard. There's always going to be minefields around you. But the thing is, that's why you don't date someone like this. If you want to have fun and do whatever your case may be, do what you want. Like, I personally, it's not for me. I'd much rather have a relationship with one person and build a life together. But if you want to go out there and enjoy your time, do whatever. But just understand that you can't date these type of people. If you find people in certain scenarios who obviously have a bad track record, who will give off a certain toxic hookup culture mentality, I suggest you don't date them. Because if they found you through that means, what's to say they're not going to find someone else through that means? Just keep jumping around over and over again. Like, that's the thing. A lot of people ought to understand that some people aren't ready for a relationship. In fact, a lot of people say they want one, but then they go around and cheat and do all these crazy things. So they're not mentally ready for it. And if I'm in a relationship, I'm not trying to go around and walk through eggshells and always be looking behind my shoulder to see if my partner's cheating. Like, I can't do that. Like, life is too short to spend every waking moment of your life wondering if your significant other's going to cheat. If you can't trust them, or if there's someone who's going to cheat and you deep in your heart you have that feeling and you know, or you see things like this, just get out of it as soon as possible, man.
Myself 100%. I'm very ambitious. I got me.
Okay.
You don't have to worry about me being a dependent on you.
Okay.
And then the third one,
masculine. Go ahead. Nurturing independence.
Funny because I get that a lot.
I know. We know.
But my third one would be like. I literally almost called you out your name. So
it's cool. Go ahead. All the women do.
I literally almost called you a bitch.
Go ahead.
So just stop.
Go ahead. Bitches, faggies, everything.
All the women do. Go ahead.
My third one.
Top 5 things every man should do to keep a woman in a relationship.
Put yourself first. Stay in shape. Chase your goals, like your passion, your purpose. Do that. What's that? We're on 3 now. Have boundaries and uphold them. And then number 5, make sure that she just has respect for you.
And that's it. That's all you really need, man. Those 5 things. That's a great advice, man. Because remember, always understand that no one else in this world is going to make you happy. Not one person in this world is going to make you happy. You have to make yourself happy. That's how it works, man. You have to find inner happiness, fulfillment, and peace deep inside you. It's not going to come from material things. It's not going to come from all that stuff. It's going to come from you, and it's going to come from a relationship with God, if you believe in God. But it's not going to come from people, because people will always disappoint you. You can find the most perfect girl on planet Earth. Perfect girl. One mistake can ruin everything. So you gotta understand, don't put too much faith in other people.
Nah, shorty, I'm gonna tell you why you cheated. And once again, before y'all jump in my mitt, I'm a therapist. You cheated because you did not have the ovarian fortitude to say to this man that he was not meeting your needs of masculinity based upon your piss poor internalized conceptualization of masculinity, which is probably closer to aggression and violence than you would like to admit for yourself. But instead of telling him, you then instead went to go assert your ego in another person's space in order for you to feel better about yourself. Not only that, you probably got some internal issues dealing with, accepting healthy patterns of love. So you sought out an unhealthy relationship in order to affirm within yourself what it is that you believe about yourself, which is probably, I don't deserve this type of love. So then you attach yourself to a man who's more masculine but less emotionally available, and you end up getting stomped in the chest. And then we turn around and invalidate brothers who go through this type of trauma. Sickening.
Yeah, and this whole, getting a high or enjoying rejecting and making people sad, it's really sick, honestly. It's like some weird, sick mental problem here. Because the fact that you get enjoyment out of clowning the person you're with and making him look like a fool and just destroying him mentally, it's not a good look. You really need therapy. This guy is a therapist. I could tell he's very eloquent. He speaks correctly and he gives great advice. You need to speak to a therapist because you have mental issues. A lot of people in this game, there's a lot more people need therapy than you think, bro. A lot more people. If you're out there, you figure out that, why are people always treating me? If your significant other is doing that on the internet and making you look like a fool, they need therapy. And if you allow that to happen, you need therapy too. You need to understand that you are worth more than that.
Looks or money?
Money, the
It's all about fucking looks, a la verga. Don't date those kind of girls, bro.
Learned the hard way that you can now help people to avoid.
Waiting for the perfect circumstances to come into your life to where you think you'll be ready, willing, and able to change is a fucking death trap. That perfect day is not going to come. That perfect relationship, that perfect job is not coming, okay? It's not going to be enough for you to change. Change comes from within you, and it's massively uncomfortable, and you have to do it in spite of yourself. It is not circumstantial. So stop waiting for that perfect scenario. Stop waiting for the day where you wake up and it's going to be easy to change. It is never easy to change. It is massively uncomfortable. Everything inside of you will be screaming, stop this, stop this, stop this. I want to get back to that comfort that we were feeling before. And that's the only comfort I get in changing anything about myself, is knowing that the uncomfortability is a good sign. And I have to just get started, start rolling with the momentum, because that perfect day is not coming. That's a delusion, and it'll keep you stuck forever.
That's so true, man. Great advice. In life, there'll never be a perfect time to do anything. Never a perfect time to start a business. Never a perfect time to find a relationship. Never a perfect time to start losing weight. Literally, just do it. Just do it. Because you understand the change, like you said, the change happens within you. And only you can make that change. Only you can really go out there and decide to have a better life or worse life. It's all in your hands.
I learned 2 things that day. 1, I was never going to let anyone see that they got to me.
And 2?
If the world's only gonna see.
The world is finally healing. Rusty men are finally losing. What am I talking?
What are you talking about? Excellent question, because I have no idea either. I could go the long route and explain to you and break it down piece by piece why that article is completely wrong and why it actually doesn't make any sense, but I won't do that for 2 reasons. 1, plenty of other people have done it in a much better way than I can. And 2, you wouldn't listen anyway. So all I'm gonna say is, if you want to go search out that article and read it out, I have one thing. That article is the textbook definition of anecdotal. It doesn't mean a damn thing. Cheers.
So 2 things. 1, people read the title of the article and they just say, okay, it's great with no evidence whatsoever. We gotta stop doing that. We gotta start reading articles. He's right. That article is completely fabricated. It's not even real, right? Number 2, the fact that you got so happy, you're so excited for men being sad is sick. No matter on what side, if you get enjoyment out of innocent people being sad, you got problems, kid.
Someone commented on my video that, oh, living with your family, it's a great financial move, but it's terrible for getting ladies. And I was like, wow, that's really where your head is at right now. I mean, that's a pretty immature way to view life, you know, chasing girls and stuff like that. I get, you know, middle school and high school, that should be your priority, right? Because that's all you feel to do. But, dude, you got to be focusing on yourself, you know what I mean? And when you're focusing on yourself and you're striving to do stuff that you're passionate about or just shit that needs to get done, right? Then the right girl will come into your life. The right woman will come into your life. And not only come into your life, but help you thrive. Because that's what having a partner is all about. So focus on yourself, gents. Right? You can't be chasing girls all the time, right? Now listen, it's Friday. I'm going out tonight. I got to go get some ass.
See, it really comes back to a culture thing. You know, in America, the earlier you leave the house, the better. And that's totally fine. But in other cultures, you know, like Asian cultures, you know, all the Pacific Islander, stuff like that, they have like multiple generations in the same house, like grandfather, grandmother, stuff like that. So the fact that, you know, people think that you're a bum because you haven't left your house yet is kind of honestly just an American culture thing. But all that matters is how much money you got in the bank. Like, that's all that really matters.
I always just told myself, my favorite saying to myself was always, make something bad that happened make sense down the line. Whatever that may be. That's all I used to tell myself. Let me make this negative make sense down the line. And I always told myself whenever I got down, whenever I felt a certain type of way. So everything I whether if it was trying to be a better son, be a better father, be a better friend, be a better basketball player, it was always trying to find different elements of just trying to be better to make sense of the negative that I'm going through.
A red flag that people don't talk about?
Talk to me.
When her phone is always on Do Not Disturb. Ooh,
especially when
she'll pick up on that third ring. If she'll pick up on that third ring, red flag, bro.
It's not your girl no more. She go to HBCU, it's done.
Why you say that?
Bro, you know how, bro, everybody knows if your girl's going to HBCU and you not there, it's over.
What's happening to her?
She done. She getting passed up to the team. I don't know, maybe one man. I don't know. It's over. She
maybe one man.